Hello guys, welcome back to Techdose. This video is all about our Techdose alumni Anindita who received a recent offer from META SDE-2 level. This video is all about showcasing her preparation strategy and what timeline did she follow, so that you will get to learn a lot from her, and you can also plan accordingly if you are looking to appear for META interview in future. Then we will be discussing about how difficult was it to clear META, and then we will be discussing the level of problems which actually appeared in META, and finally we will be looking at why Anindita went for Techdose mentorship. Do watch this video completely to get all your questions answered, and if you still have something left to ask, then please comment below and I'll try to answer your questions as soon as possible. So let's begin. Hi Anindita, congratulations on your wonderful offer at META. Really nice
Thank
to
you so
see.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you so
So
much.
it wouldn't have been anything better for me to know that your student actually gets to the top company, and it is the best feeling for me. And I just wanted my viewers to also know about your interview experience and how you actually achieved it, because this is actually a dream for millions of software engineers to get into company like Meta. And so your experience will be extremely valuable. The first question which I would like to ask you is, can you tell us something about this offer and how do you feel?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. First of all, thank you. And yeah, uh, definitely it feels wonderful because I spent quite enough time and energy and effort
Yeah.
to get there. So yeah, now it really feels like satisfied. So yeah, and about the offer, I have got offer for SD2 level in Meta Seattle. Package is around like it varies from 300K to 350K, the total package. Yeah,
Okay.
it's in between that. Yeah.
Nice, nice. So it's really great. One day you were thinking about coming back to India, and the next day you
Yeah.
landed a job at Meta
Yeah.
in your dream company in your own city
Yeah.
at your argued salary. I mean, you couldn't have asked for anything better.
Yeah.
So yeah, so the next thing which we would like to know is your interview preparation strategy, and what was the timeline that you had broken down your entire plan into.
Yeah, first I started preparing on my own. Like I followed the lead code questions. That's how I started, like lead code top company wise questions, because I thought that will give me a overall idea of how um, like the level of the questions that are
Yeah.
asked in these companies.
Yes.
And yeah, so while doing that, I kind of I used to like go back to your YouTube videos most of the
Mhm.
time. So yeah, and then after a certain time, like I realized that it was taking more time, more effort. So I also decided to like I was looking for mentorship, some help, which can basically make me consistent in the process,
Yeah.
because I was sometimes just feeling too overwhelming with lots of information out there, and also
Yeah.
doing everything and trying to figure out things on my own. So I felt like some mentorship would be helpful. And that's when I was looking for also some courses out there. And everyone knows like there are a lot of courses, a lot of information
Yeah.
out there right
Yeah.
now. And yeah, but then again, because I was like addressing your videos most of the times, and I felt like the way your explanations are available, like it was very easy to understand, and it was always very intuitive. So and that's when actually I found that, oh, you had a course. I wish I would have found it before. But yeah, so
Yeah.
that's when I joined Techdose course. And I think for Techdose course, I had another 6 months of periods of preparation. Yeah. So yeah, for the DSA course and the system design, I took system design twice just to keep me consistent, and just to
Yeah.
make sure that I don't need to again like put like more effort on that one separately. Like I was just being consistent with the
Yeah.
course.
Yes.
And then yeah, and with the DSA, yes, because DSA I think took more effort
Yeah.
because also we had to practice a lot. Except
Yeah.
your
So
classes. Yeah,
if I can interrupt you, like
yeah.
uh, how would you break your entire timeline? Like since the time you actually made up your mind that you have to get a
Oh, okay.
switch into a good company, and
Yeah.
right from there, oh, how did you break up your 3 months? If I say that, let's
I
say one year was your timeline, then how would you see
Yeah.
it as a major milestone? What was your
Okay.
milestone one after
Okay.
another?
I think after when I started in 3 4 months, I realized how much I have progressed. I wanted
Okay.
more in this three four
So
months, and
okay, so
yeah,
3 to 4 months you have been trying yourself a lot from lead code
yes,
and watching
yeah,
YouTube and
yeah.
solving a lot of questions. Okay, so three
Right,
to four months
right.
there. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
after
And then I realized, oh, I thought I would do more in this 3 4 months, but I was not able to do. So that's when I was looking for mentorship, and I thought, okay, and then I think I focused more on getting better at doing coding or system design rather than thinking more about
so
giving the interview.
okay,
Yeah,
so again,
I
like
focused
how
more
much
on
time?
preparation.
Yeah, so how much time did you spend on searching for the mentorship program? Because you have already
Oh,
spent 3 to 4 months into solving lead code problems and taking help of YouTube. So I would count, let's say, 4 months from there. So how many months
I
did
would.
you search for mentorship program before you actually
I
started
think
mentorship?
I would say 1 month, but that 1 month include in that 4 months period. So I was
Okay,
already looking for
okay,
some mentorship, like
okay,
end of
okay.
it.
So that was
But I think, yeah,
overlapping with your preparation period.
overlapping. Yeah,
And then one
yeah,
extra month you had to wait before the batch actually got rolling.
right.
So 5 months for that. And then
Yeah,
from there, you have done 3 months of DSA and then 3 months
yeah.
of design.
Another three
Overlapping,
months.
parallelly, you had done
Yeah,
that. And another
yeah,
design for 3 more months, right?
yeah,
So that makes
yeah.
it around 11 months. And after
Right.
11
Yeah.
months, you have been interviewing. So,
Yes.
yeah, so
I
so how
took, I
much
think,
time did it take after 11 months? I think it took 3 more months, right?
3 to 4 months again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
3 4 months. So,
Yeah.
like it was, let's say, 14 to 15 months. So I would say
Right.
like 1 year and 1 quarter. So 5 quarters in total.
Yes. I,
So I
yeah.
think you
Yeah.
were pretty patient, right?
Oh
Because
yeah, I think I realized that's the key. One thing is we have to, like, for me, I had to be patient, and I had to be consistent. I think if we can keep these two things in check, we can make
yeah,
progress.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Because people can be doing a lot of things. They may be very smart, but very few people are patient, and patience is very important. There is no shortcut to any success.
Yeah,
Like what
yeah.
you
I
see,
mean,
people,
I
yeah,
realized, yeah, I had no shortcut to tech. And
yeah, I
so I
mean,
am like, okay, I don't know whether I'll be make it, like I will get a job in big company or not, but I knew that I could
yeah,
make progress through
yeah,
this process. So I think trusting the process is a big
yeah.
uh,
I
thing
think,
I did.
yeah, I think not just your consistency, but I appreciate your patience to be more because people be consistent for 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, and after that they start expecting result. Instead
Mhm.
of that, I think you expected less and worked more. So that
Yeah, I
actually paid off,
mean,
right?
yeah,
You cannot remove expectancy, but then still, if the
yeah,
expectancy is to the least, expect as if you are not going to get anything, and work as if
yeah,
you
yeah,
are you cannot survive if you cannot.
yeah,
Right?
yeah,
So
yeah,
something like
yeah,
that should be your motto. And I think
yeah,
15 months is I think a good time for you to actually be at that level to be able to clear multiple interviews. And
mm,
like people should understand that it is not just I mean a couple of ideas and stuff, or
yeah,
some hard work for a couple of weeks not going to get a cut. So
yeah.
many people generally come to me after getting an interview call, and
Okay.
right, so
Oh,
I see the state they are in. So if they are in good state, they still have a chance. But then you have to prepare for you to give an interview after 6 months.
mm,
You
yeah.
cannot. hope to have very high percentage uh, chance, so that when the interview is coming and you are just
Mm.
moving the date and hoping that it will get cleared. So this is, I think, is not going to give you a cut simply. I mean,
Yeah,
you want
yeah,
more
yeah,
time and you want more effort. You want to put the same effort, but over a longer period, so that the
yeah, yeah, yeah,
conversion percentage chance is increasing, right? So that
yeah,
has
yeah.
actually worked for you. Very, very
Yeah,
nice.
I mean, I knew that if it doesn't work today, it will work tomorrow. If
Yeah, yeah,
like
definitely.
if I'm making progress, that's what going to
So
pay me
I,
off.
yeah, I believe in this philosophy of good work gets accumulated, and then it will give you result on a single day. So you keep doing the good work without
Yeah,
hoping for something good will happen in return to you. But something good
yeah.
will happen, if not today,
Definitely
maybe
happen.
after one
Yeah,
year. Someday it will happen, right?
yeah,
So that
yeah.
thing has happened with you, and I know your struggle.
Yeah.
So I mean, the one thing which I cannot say that you are lucky. So,
Thank you,
right.
thank
I
you,
mean, this is the thing which I cannot tell you. And I know
thank you.
your progress, I know your struggle. So, I have seen that. So, that's why I cannot say that you are lucky, right? Yeah. I mean, people can tell you unlucky, but then, yeah, I know if they know your story. But anyway,
Yeah.
I mean, let me ask you that how difficult did you find clearing the meta interview? Like
Mm.
having completed our DSN system design program, and you know
Yeah,
that Meta has two different rounds: dedicated
yeah.
system design and dedicated
Dedicated.
DSA round. So, how many of these rounds were there in particular? What level of questions were asked? Like, let's go with the
Hmm.
DSA first. How many
Okay.
rounds were in DSA?
So for DSA, the screening round, that was DSA, and
Screening
after
round.
that, two more
Then two more
DSA
rounds.
round.
Okay, so let's take it as three rounds. So in the three
Three
round,
rounds.
were the all the rounds with increasing difficulty? What would
So
you
the
say?
first round, the screening round is easier than other two rounds
So you
because
can
I
say
think in this,
medium
yeah.
level
So
question,
this,
and the
yeah,
other
in the
two were somewhere
screening
hard
round,
level questions.
yeah, medium to hard.
Okay,
This one is
okay.
easy to medium.
But
Yeah.
you got to be fast in the meta interview, right?
Oh, yeah. So we have to solve two
Yeah.
questions in 45 minutes. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Two
yeah,
questions in 45 minutes. Yeah, that is
yeah,
very challenging.
yeah.
But let's go step by step. Let's in the screening round, how many questions did you get?
I got two questions,
Okay.
and both were like we solved it in Techdose
Okay.
assignment also, and yeah,
Okay, assignment question.
and
Fine.
yeah, and also yeah, those are common meta questions, and but it was a bit modified version, not just direct question,
Yeah.
but still it was fine to
Yeah.
figure out. So
Okay. So two questions and you did it. Did you have to
yeah.
write a code?
Yes, I had
Okay.
to write
And
the code, but we don't need to run the code
okay.
in the
That is the
compiler,
good
but
part.
it's just, yeah.
Okay.
So I think
Yeah.
one thing I have realized from this interview that we need to be able to explain the thought process, then writing the code. And also for meta interview, I think dry run is very important. That's what I have
Yeah.
done in all the rounds. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. They will give you a couple of test cases to try run, maybe one edge case and
yeah.
one normal test case.
And
Yeah.
actually, they will ask interviewee for the edge cases or
Mm.
things we want to
Okay.
change or we should,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
address.
So let's go to the first round now. Now, after this screening round, how much time did the recruiter take before actually reverting back to you for and scheduling your round one for DSA
It took two
site?
days, like within two
Only two
days.
days. Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
2
it's
days.
good. It's pretty fast, you know.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
was it on site or online?
Oh, it was online.
It was online. Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
again, you said you got two questions in both the round. So let's go with round
yeah.
one online. Uh, what topic and difficulty level was it?
Oh, so are you asking the screening round or the
No, no,
on-site movie?
the round one. Let's not go for the
Yeah,
screening round because it was a medium question, right? So it can
yeah,
be from any chapter and you can do it.
yeah,
But then the more
yeah,
harder questions, we would like to
yeah.
know what chapter was it from, maybe what topic,
Okay. Yeah.
difficulty level.
So I think for my first round, first DSA on-site round, it was medium. Both questions for the first round were medium, and one was from graph, and another one was from linked list actually, one was from linked list and graph combination, and the other one is from tree. Yeah.
Okay. So
So
both graph. Okay, graph and tree.
yeah,
Fine.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
what was the
And
difficulty level?
both were medium level.
Okay.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
mean lead code medium, I would say.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and
Lead code.
lead code medium, and yeah, both questions I think were solved in Techdose like assignment because
Oh.
we covered a lot of tree and graph related questions, and we solved a lot of
Mhm.
questions in the class, which was actually helpful.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
thanks
you
to
can know
you.
the idea. Welcome. So you may know the idea, but implementing
Yeah,
is a different game altogether.
yeah,
And
yeah,
implementing and talking is a different ball game again, right?
yeah, yeah,
You can
yeah,
know the answer, and now implementing is a challenge.
yeah,
Implementing and talking and explaining all the things side by side while typing and being
yeah.
anxious.
Right.
It creates so much of complexity, so
Yeah,
many
yeah.
variables,
And
right?
yeah, also in like tree and graph problems, if we are doing DFS, then also we have to do the uh, dry run. So
Yeah,
every step, which value is returned and stuff. So those part were I like very clear from our class discussions how we solved and
yeah.
stuff. So yeah, that
Yeah.
was
Yeah, I
good.
always recommend people to make the diagrams and do it
Yeah,
step
yeah,
by step, right? Use the
yeah,
call
yeah,
stack and all, right?
yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah.
I think
So I would
it was
say.
good then, right?
Yeah, I just want to add this that after doing the class, the course of DSA course and stuff, and how we practiced, I think that anxiety part was removed from this interview.
Very nice. Yeah, I mean, you can be an intelligent guy and still be anxious, and you can perform up your interview. I
Yeah,
mean,
I mean,
there are a lot of problems. I have seen many people like they are good, they are technically good, they have good mind as well, but then they just get anxious in the interview and just screw up all the things. They could do
yeah, no,
that
for me,
if they are not in the interview.
yeah, for me, I like everything was like like I think I learned better the the like DFS or tree problems when we solved in the classes. I think I learned the intuitive approach of it. Like if the problem is a different problem, still I can do it because I
Mm.
know how to approach the problem. That's what we I think focused many times in the classes also. So yeah, that was
Yeah,
pretty helpful. Yeah.
yeah, very nice. So I think okay, so we are done with the first round of DSA after screening.
Yeah.
So what about the second round? What chapters
So the
again?
second round was one was from linked list again, and the other one was from array, and both were again lead code medium. So
Okay,
yeah.
nice.
So the second array problem was a kind of a problem which is a bit tricky, like not like a straightforward algorithm, but if you kind of know the
Yeah,
trick,
I mean,
you will be able to solve it. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so did you know the trick or what?
Um, I kind of knew that this is a tricky question, but
Okay.
then I was not. I didn't practice it any time sooner in before my interview. But I
Mm.
kind of that was another thing. I was able to think through that problem in the interview, and yeah, I think that also like because of we did it a lot of times in the classes like
Yeah.
you kept asking questions that so we already
Yeah.
practiced those stuff like how to get over your anxiety and answer you. So it
Yeah.
was helpful. Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely. I mean, uh, the discussions help. Live discussions
Yeah.
all helps.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now we are done with the screening round. Two DSA rounds are done. And now, how
Yeah.
many design rounds did you have?
So usually we will have only one design round, but in my case, I had two design rounds because my first design round was not. So from the first design review, the recruiter felt that I should give another design round because in my first design round, um, my interviewer only asked me one topic,
Mhm.
not from the entire problem. So that's why I had another design round.
Okay, very nice.
Yeah,
So you got two times to prove yourself, isn't it?
yeah, yeah.
So, yeah. So can you explain about your main design round, like one of your
Yeah,
round, main round, right?
yeah.
So within that, I mean, what was the type of question? I cannot ask you the exact question, but then
Mhm.
what was the type of question and what actually helped you? Have you seen that exact problem? Have you prepared for it already? Or did you get a new question and how did you tackle
Mm.
that? What helped you to do that?
Yeah, so it was a new question for me. I have not like read or have not solved this problem before, but it was like I was able to address it because of the other problems and the basics I have done. And for system design, I only addressed your system design classes, and yeah, so. Uh, there, like in the system design class, like we did the basics, like we spent a lot of time on the basics. That actually helped me to again think through the problem and how to solve the first like breaking down the problems and how I can approach each parts of the problems. I think that was I was able to do it because of the basics which we have
Mm.
done in the class, and also the problems we have solved. I kind of I was able to map this problem to some other problem and the solutions we discussed before, and we I was able to suggest that.
Mm. Mm.
So yeah,
Yeah. So I
that was
always
my
keep
strategy.
suggesting people that there are thousands of design problems that you can get,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
everything boils down to the same basic concept of doing
yeah,
replication,
yeah,
acid
yeah,
properties,
yeah,
field properties,
exactly,
consistency, right?
exactly.
I mean,
Yeah,
so you need to be extremely good with your basics and
yeah,
extremely good with the trade-off discussions, and
right,
that
yeah.
the
In
consensus
fact,
algorithms, all these things
right,
actually builds any solution. All the applications, there can be new
yeah,
application coming on. Today there is Uber, tomorrow there was
mm,
Ola, and I mean new companies will keep on
new
coming and going,
systems, yeah,
but the design basics will still remain there, and that is why we spent like
yeah,
50% of our time just brushing up and
yeah,
strengthening our design part, right?
yeah.
So I
So
would recommend anybody to do that. Yeah.
right. Yeah. So like because of those basics, like we spent enough time on that, and I also revised those class recordings again. So because of that, I was actually able to talk about that. What are the options? Like for example, replications. What kind of replications we can consider? Then which one will work for this system, and which one will not work? Which is
Yeah.
the trade-off discussion. I was
Yeah.
able to do that. I think that was really. Like I was very satisfied after that
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
interview.
Yeah,
That
you
yeah,
will feel yourself only, right?
yeah, yeah,
How you have done. So,
yeah,
I mean, it was an overall very good experience, and
yeah.
I think you actually deserved this offer. So again,
Thank you.
I will congratulate you from our entire Techdose team that you were able to achieve it. And I would also, I mean, this video is also a message to those guys who are just thinking about it is impossible to get into these companies. Any normal person, any
Yeah,
no high IQ and all these things are required. You just have to be
yeah,
doing right thing at the right time. Keep repeating the right things every day and be patient. Someday it will
yeah,
happen.
yeah.
You cannot just fix a timeline that within 1 month I have to do
Right,
it, within 2 months I have to do it, right?
right.
So you never know. But you keep repeating
Yeah,
it. Someday you will definitely get the opportunity
yeah,
and you will definitely get a very good job switch.
yeah.
No,
I
no.
was thinking just to add one thing that I, through this process of my preparation, I felt like it's just an experience that in the beginning of the preparation, the progress probably is not that faster. But if we be like if we stay consistent, then the progress also becomes faster at the end of
Yeah.
or the
Yes.
starting from the middle to the end. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
you
yeah.
also mentioned
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Right,
yeah,
right in the beginning, because you have to know multiple
yeah,
things, and
yeah,
knowing all the things takes time. Once you know
yeah,
it,
yeah,
then all the building blocks you have, now you start building the things.
yeah, yeah. Right.
Initially you might think that there is no progress at all for 1 or 2 months.
Yeah.
After that
But
you
that's
might
not
get
right.
depressed.
Yeah.
So I already keep saying that you might feel depressed about it, but then the the I mean, your progress is exponential. It is
Yeah.
like a flat curve and suddenly it rises. So
Yeah.
again, it will flatten at some level, again,
Yeah.
suddenly it will
Yeah.
rise. So every
Yeah.
from one level to another level, the curve will almost be flat most of the time, and only a sudden spike will come and you go to the next level. So that is how
Yeah.
it happens, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So once again, I would like to congratulate you and thank you for sharing all your insights about the meta interview. And it
Thank
is
you
a
so
really
much.
wonder. It was a really, it was a pleasure for me to have you on this meet. So all the
Thank you
best.
so much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.